That's right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. The Eagles Web Boxing is back here on the Monday, man. Ain't no kind of roll to the roll your boat or none of that holding me back today. Get back, fellas. Yeah. So a few things on the agenda today, but we get to it. Wait for y'all to come. Wait for y'all to get in here and see what y'all talking about too. I'm gonna let y'all have a little bit more say today. I'm not gonna beat y'all up far as this boxing is concerned, but we got some issues that we got a couple of things that we can talk about that can last a long time, or we can just breeze right through it. Sometimes I let you guys breeze through things, but then sometimes I don't, because there's no ducking and running, no chickens. There's no running away from eagles. You already know that. So once you come in and you try to run away, that's all. It's a wrap. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you because anybody and everybody, even me, everybody, can get neck. That neck can get stretched out there, baby. So don't get that part of it. Don't get that part of it mixed up, man. Don't get it mixed up. But we've been on this train, man, and that's the whole thing, man. This train is just, it's awful, man. I feel like putting it up, man, because it's just like the train is just awful, man, because we got to keep hearing stuff, man. We don't know when we're going to resume, when things going to get back to normal. And there's this whole thing, man, with all these events going around. I'm not going to name the events. You guys know what's going around. You should, yes, you sleep. But all these events going around, man, it's just, all this is cover. But let me give my shout out to D-Ray, and it came up in here. He got here before Gil. You know, Gil's using my hold the chat down, boss. He usually get here quick, or I don't know, because sometimes they might not say nothing. They just hanging out to see what's going on first before they drop down. They want to make sure everything legit. I know how they do, man. They set up. But anyway, D-Ray salute. He said what it does. Eagle. And he know what it does with eagle. Everybody know what it does with eagle. That's what it do. And we try to come in and have a nice adult conversation. That's what it do with eagle. That's what it's always gonna do. You know what I mean? I don't get caught up in all the rhetoric, man. I don't get caught up in a lot of this stuff, man. A lot of people, they get caught up. They're caught. It's like your ass is caught in the web, man. Stop getting caught up with all the unnecessary stories and all that, man. Don't get caught up with that stuff, man. I don't like when my people get caught up with all kinds of unnecessary stuff. This, you know what I mean? Just stay home. Stay off the street. If you don't want to get caught up, especially if it's something this, you know, if it's not legit, then don't get caught up with it. Now he finally got him. I mentioned his name, D-Ray. I know he don't like you getting in here first, but yeah, now here he is now. Gil to that Coles over there. Hurricane Gil in the house, y'all. Don't forget the champ's name. It's not Hurricane Reuben Carter. It's Hurricane Gil Coles up in here. The hurricane. But he a hurricane for a different reason though, y'all. My Gil Coles he's a hurricane for a whole different reason. But like I say, just stay off the streets, man. Just stay home. And stay out of all this politics, man. You turning yourself into a politician. But you're on stage, so you're a clown politician. So just stay away from it, because that keep yourself from being a clown, man. Get caught up in anything that might not be true in the first place. You're not an investigator. And no matter how much television they show you, you're still not an investigator. Because guess what? I sat there and I do breakdowns on fighters sometimes. When people start running their mouth too much. And then I let them see for themselves. And I don't even say, Gil will tell you that I don't say anything like far as my opinion. What do I usually do, Gil? I usually ask, right? I'm answering for him, but that's what I usually do. I usually ask. I said, so what do y'all see there? I said, what do you see? Then I tell them what I see. I said, well, y'all figure it out for yourself. I said, y'all figure it out. What do you see? What are you seeing? I said, this is what I see, but what do you see? You understand? So in other words, I'm giving my opinion. I'm stating my feelings, and at the same time, then I'm asking everybody else. I'm asking the audience. So I'm asking the audience what they see, as I go ahead and say what I see. So it's not going to be no, it's no tricky business. Like, okay, wait, he just said that, what he sees, but, but this is what he asked me what I see. And I'll go down the list and stuff there, right there. I don't know. They're turning everything into, remember, I told you. So I told you guys this last year. But no, a lot of people listened and a lot of people didn't listen. I had some people that fell up in here quick. And it sounded, if I could hear what they was thinking, they sounded real emotional on the inside. I'm not talking about like crybaby emotional, but they sounded like, damn, Eagle, you told us, man. I said, yeah, I told y'all, man, with this whole deception thing. And I'm not the one to put it out there first, because Floyd put that shit out there. He told y'all, entertainment. So we're sitting back as fans and we're hoping for real fights. But we're not knowing that a real fight may not be a real fight. It may be entertainment. So, okay, let's bring up the first thing. Let's bring up one thing at least before we go somewhere. So what's your opinion on this whole match? It's supposed to be like some kind of a cage boxing match. What is that? A cage boxing match. So that means the public's not going to be there. Is this a new movie? The cage boxing match. Have any of you heard about the cage boxing match? It's a tag team boxing. I didn't read the whole thing, but for me it just sounds crazy. Let's see if we can read about it. But a tag team. And because it says 5-6 hours ago, and here we go, Fox Sports. And, of course, they're going to take the quote from Shannon Briggs, talking about let's go champs. And they're talking about 19.9 pounds. Here we go, million pounds. Steel cage exhibition deal with Mike Tyson. $37 million, you believe that? And some of our champs ain't making that kind of money like that. And so that's what it's saying. That these two about to get in some kind of I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know who the other fighter is, but anyway, Shannon Briggs supposed to fight Mike Tyson. So, and it says 2 rounds, the cage for 2 rounds in the tag team set up against Mike Tyson. Yeah. And of course, Briggs said he'd been talking to a whole lot of people. That's right, let's go, champ. He said he's been talking to a whole lot of people, so they want to try to get this together. Yeah, and then so here's the Hollywood aspect of it, or the gladiator television production aspect of it, is that Briggs said that, oh yeah, well we want to do it in I think this is a direct quote from him. I think we should do it in a steel cage match. Okay, and they said the fighters will step in, so they're gonna be stepping in. I guess tag teams, so they'll be stepping in for 2 rounds. So everybody comes in 2 rounds, and then I guess they go out. It says it's literally round. I'm just trying to read this right here because this is a quote. I'm going to read the whole crap. I just want to read the quote. So this is another quote. It says it will be round for round, literally tag team. I'm going in for 2 rounds, and I would say, you know what? I'm gonna take some round off. He revealed Briggs and Evander Holyfield, David Haye, Vladimir Klitschko have all been mentioned as possible opponents for the tag team steel cage match. And then here we go. I read a little bit more than I said I was gonna read. Yeah, he said I'll chop them all. That's what and this is coming from Shannon. So Shannon said he's gonna chop them all. He said I put Holyfield, chop him up in exhibition. Say I'll chop up what's his name, Klitschko. I'll definitely chop up Dave. He called him David Feathers. That's a good one though. He called him David instead of David Haye. David Feathers. Another way he must be calling him chicken. He said I'll make a chicken pita out of him. Wow. Then they just go on to just talk about it and stuff like that. But what kind? So I want to leave this kind of open for you guys to come through and see what kind of discussion you guys can come up with when it comes to these little events and stuff like that. And side note, I just wanted to say that the Coke Crack King. You guys know who I call Coke Crack King. Man, that and he's very close to being. I don't know, man. I don't like to be talking about, you know, up and down of the heavens and earth like that. But that man, he looks sadistic, satanic. That dude looks satanic as I don't know what. But the whole thing. So how we gonna put this together, man? So hey, if they don't know how to put it together, guess what? Did they put it on the table for us? Hey, y'all put it out there for us. So if you didn't want to talk about it, or you like not talk about it, but if you put it out there for us to discuss, then hey, we got vivid imaginations, man. So first of all, you said steel cage, tag team, and I remember, God dang it. Now, I don't know. I might be getting these events mixed up, but WWE had like some kind of a match where you couldn't get in there. They locked you in some kind of like a pod on steel cage or whatever, and then they let you in. So, are we looking at? Remember, Mike Tyson was in WWE too at one point. So WWE. Are we looking at this? So it's going to be WWE style, where they have Evander in one corner, and see, this is my imagination going. Evander in one corner, Briggs in one corner, Tyson in one corner, like, and then the ref in there. Okay, ref in the fight. They boxing. They going at it. Somebody gets knocked down, and then somebody just like hits a, you know, they hit a button, and they drag the other fighter out of the ring. And then they come in. Oh, my turn, man. They drag him out. Me, I got to get this action or something. But anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll mess with him. Hey. Don't bring the shit up if you don't want nobody to discuss it. And especially don't get serious about it. Talking about you going to make somebody into chicken, what you said, chicken fajitas or chicken pitas, chicken fajitas. And how you going to, you know, you going to smash everybody up, though. But anyway, Gil Cole's out there. Salute to Gil out there. Gil Cole's, salute. He said, sup, Eagles. Web D. Ray said, let's go, champ. That's right. And there's still cage, man. They're going to have fold chairs and tables, too. I don't know, Gil. They might have fold chairs. I don't know. That might be, hey, we can bring the chairs, man. But I'm going to tell you, man, this is how stupid people are. Even myself. Is that this thing, it sounds far-fetched. It sounds stupid. It sounds crazy. I want to see it. I want to see it, man. I don't know. I mean... I'm a boxing fan, but I'm sorry, man. I want to see that, Gil. I want to see it, man. Because I don't know the whole spectacle. I don't know what it's going to do. So I want to see it, man. I don't know. I'm stupid as I don't know what, man. So only thing I can say, man, is I can say let's go champ, but then at the same time I can say let's see it, man, cuz hey, look. I don't give a shit, man. I want to see it. I want to see it because I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if it's the tag teams is like Gil said, they're going to have folding chairs up in there. They're going to box and then wrestle. If it's going to be legit. I'm thinking maybe it's going to be legit. Maybe it's a new style of exhibition. It's something that, like maybe the champs that we love on their way out, that they have this as a new outlet for them. He said, let's watch the gladiators that used to be in here, man. Let's check them out and see how well they do up in here. And so we just check it out that way. And so when we're checking it out, like, oh, okay, I see. Look at Briggs, man. Oh, you doing a good job out there. 2 rounds. Because they're going to be huffing and puffing and shit after. They're going to have to, Gil, because I know Gil right away going to be talking about some oxygen and stuff. They're going to have to bring oxygen in or something. That's cool. They can have oxygen in each corner. Hey, in between water, they can have. I don't even care. Matter of fact, I don't care if they have oxygen for fighters that fight today. Right now, the fresh, brand new fighters. I don't care if they put oxygen in there. You know why? Because they need to get some. They need to get some fighting done, man. They get tired and shit. 3 rounds, they already winded. Ain't nothing more disgusting than watching a fighter holding on his hips after 5 rounds. I'm like, really? What kind of training did you do? You're all tired. And that's how Canelo used to get in trouble. That's how he got in trouble with Mayweather. He had to get his second win. He got tired and was just hanging against the ropes. And Mayweather was uppercutting him and hitting him with these little pity pat jabs, but he was still staying on the outside like, take this. And I like to bring that up, but it's like because that's one of the more classic examples of somebody just being all tired. Let me see what Gil put up there. Gil's so stupid. Gil Cole said they should go all out and have a he said a Kamite a blood sport style fight, broken glass and all. Yeah, hey, would you watch it? I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm watching that shit. I don't care, man. Y'all can say, oh, you ain't a real boxing fan. Say what you want to. But I'm going to watch that shit. I'm watching it. You get mad if you want to, but I'm going to watch that. That's crazy. Any way that they do it is crazy. When they talk about steel cage, I'm interested because what is the steel cage? I don't care. It might end up not being something. But guess what? I get to see it. At that point, I'm looking at it like, God dang, man, that was what it was going to be. Yeah, that's what it was going to be. And that's what it is. So, that's what we do. We watch it like that. And see what they do. Because to me, I think it's funny. I think it's funny, and I think we all enjoy this stuff. Hey, y'all hold on a second. Let me go get my medicine. Y'all hold on to y'all think of something, man. Give me some ideas, D-Ray. How you look at this cage match stuff? What they gonna do, man? What they gonna do about this cage match, man? Let us know, man. Let me and Gil and whoever else up in here, let us know about the cage match. Cage match in boxing. Cage match boxing. Friday night cage match boxing. Ex-champions show you what it took to become the real ones in the boxing world. Something. We'll figure it out. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. All right, let me get back in here because I know Gil done took over saying something. Gil's stupid. All right, I started laughing before I even read what Gil put down. That's my hurricane up in here. Gil says you should be able to bring one weapon of choice in the ring. So the weapon of choice, yeah, you got to be able to bring that weapon of choice up in the ring, man. What they thinking about, man? Shit, I got to bring my weapon of choice up in there. Uh-oh, Gil, that's... The weapon of choice for Tyson is just no mouthpiece, right? Or a mouthpiece with a mouthpiece that has holes in the bottom. Or wait for it so he can adjust to get them teeth out, right? What would be Shannon Briggs' weapon of choice? Shannon Briggs' weapon of choice. So we don't know. So we're gonna talk about some of the mouths and stuff too. So you got people running their mouth and stuff like this. Always. God of War Championship. What do they call it? The Steel Cage Boxing Championships. I don't know. And maybe Shannon is saying that they need the steel cage because of the you know how fighters get knocked out the ring. So maybe the steel cage is to keep people in the ring. So that's what they got the steel cage for. So we got the steel cage just in case. Just in case you get your head completely busted up and you about to go over the top ropes, that cage kind of holds you in. So that way when you get KO'd, you can just lay against the cage. So you could be laying against the rope in the cage when you completely KTFO. But that's just crazy thinking about it, man. That's wild. The cage match boxing. But we'll take that in consideration, Gil, that you said. The one weapon of your choice. Well, Holyfield already got his weapon. All he needs is like a little plate right here. And Tyson, he got his weapon. All he needs is some fangs or something. He good. That's why I was trying to ask you about Briggs. What kind of weapon could Briggs get tired easy? So 2 rounds is right up his alley. So I don't know if they fixed his problem. But he ain't got no business fight. He had no business being a fighter anyway if he had like those kind of stamina issues because of asthma or whatever else it is. People don't understand. Yeah, I'm getting off course, but no, it's still within the conversation. People don't understand. I don't know why they don't understand, but people don't seem to understand that your breath is very important. That shouldn't even have to settle in. You shouldn't even have to think about that. You shouldn't have to be, well, breath. How's breath important? If you're dumb enough, to say how does breath matter, and then you look around the whole, what we have as far as the stories that's going around the nation and the world, and people read, wearing shirts. I wouldn't wear no damn shirt that said I can't breathe, because it doesn't say enough. You see what I mean? They always keep everything so short. If you notice these shirts that they wear, and so we're getting on these shirts. So if you notice all the shirts that they wear, in which I have shirts too. I may give shirts out one of these times. They're not really related to the channel, but I could switch them up to make them related to the channel. Because I'm waiting for a new design so I can have trying to get a silhouette with a headdress, a big headdress. But I want it to be different than the ones that they show. Anyway, you need breath, man. Yes, you not here. You out of here. Once it happens, you just ain't out here when you don't have breath, man. You give them breath when you got here, and then when you leave, you lose your breath. But see, you try to make stuff with common sense, and people just don't. For some reason, they don't get it. But back to the shirts. And this wasn't even going to be political or nothing like that. But if you think about the shirts that people wear. Now, once in a while, I'm not saying every shirt. But once in a while, you get a shirt that will say everything on it. That has the whole sentence. Now, if you say I can't breathe, then I can't breathe. That's 3 words. Why stick with 3 words? I can't breathe because this MF got his hands around my neck, or because this such and such. Well, you fill in the blanks. Whoever it is, this sheriff or whoever it is, this man, this police, this cop, whoever, this deputy, this FBI, this neighbor, whoever it might be, has got their hands around your neck and you can't breathe, or got you stuck in a chokehold and you can't breathe. Don't just say I can't breathe, because go get your ass some oxygen, or if you can't breathe. Don't just say I can't breathe, and don't just follow some agenda. Don't just start saying I can't breathe because somebody couldn't breathe, because your ass still breathing evidently. Because if you wasn't breathing, you probably wouldn't have that shirt on, and nobody would be reading that shirt like looking straight across at you. If you wasn't breathing, they'd be looking down on the ground at your ass if you're not breathing. If you standing up walking around, chances are you breathing. Yes, you're on your last breath, then you ain't breathing. But then we know what happens after that. After a couple of steps or less, then you will be on the ground with your shirt that says I can't breathe. Then it makes more sense. But we got to start thinking before we just start. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give me one of those can't breathe shirts. No, don't be an idiot, man. Don't fall for what everybody falls for. Stop that shit. Yeah. Now this guy here, I can't really. And we kind of talked about this already about the Deontay Wilder thing, but I used to. I'm not gonna say I liked him, but he was okay. Is the Tony Tony Atlas. I used to mess with him a little bit. You understand? But then I stopped really messing with him because he says a lot of stuff, man. He just says like too much all the time. And now, he's saying that if he was Deontay Wilder's trainer, that he would just quit. Basically, I just resign. And why? No, I'm not gonna go into the reasons why he said that, because he's the only one that knows why he said it. In other words, just that statement alone is telling me that you think that his trainer is incapable of training him properly to win a fight. Now, do you have a point?
These are the top results.
Now you may have a point, but if you do have a point, in which you may have a point, but who told you that you're the one that gets to say stuff? That you're the one that gets to decide, who Wilder's trainer. Are you jealous? You want to be Wilder's trainer? Were you that great of a trainer? I've seen him in corners and stuff, and there's a lot of good trainers and stuff that I've seen in corners, and then they had the corners mic'd up where you wouldn't believe that what comes out of some trainer's mouth, even ones that you think is great trainers. He said, "Oh no, son, this ain't the business for you. You just say you ain't gonna be able to be a fighter, or whatever." Wait a minute, that should reflect back on your training. Wait a minute, son, do this in here. I say he's a little bit stronger than what we anticipated. Let's get some angles. Let's move him around. Let's make him waste some energy. Let's get him down to our level. As far as power-wise, don't tell a fighter that he shouldn't be fighting. He might be one of the best fighters. He might, the confidence. You can't make somebody lose confidence like that. But then you come in from the outside saying, "Oh, if I was a trainer, I'd just walk off, just quit." What the hell is you saying, man? Anyway, I'll leave that thought for y'all, man. Y'all can dog Tony if you want to, but I'll leave that out to you. And then, of course, we got here Warren. He's, of course, for how Warren is, always running he's another mouth runner. So he's all praising Dubois. And we talked about Dubois. And they say he has sympathy for White. So I don't have sympathy for White. Nobody, most people don't. I mean, people that come in here, they're not going to have sympathy for White. But Dubois, like I said, Dubois, his resume, man, you got to build that resume. Gil said he got a bigger resume than you. So the resume, you're going to have to fix that resume, man. You're going to have to add something to that before you start running your mouthpiece and have people talking for you. Because the thing is, we already covered the big hype man. Everybody got a hype man. And I made it clear to what a hype man is, or a pitch man, or something like that. Somebody trying to sell you because you're not selling yourself. You're not a vocal person for yourself. Yeah, you're not a vocal person for yourself, though. Look at that. D-Lo 404 and fell up in there. He said, yeah, salute out to D-Lo 404. Yeah, y'all make sure you check him out. I always tell y'all to check him out, man. When he puts stuff up there, then that's it. Then y'all go check it out. I'll go check him out. If I check somebody out, y'all check him out. It don't even matter how big. I'm subscribed to people with small channels too, not just big channels. I'm subscribed to everybody. My people that come in here, I'm subscribed to them, man. I go check them out. When I get a chance, I'm in there. I'm going to leave a comment or something. I'm going to get my love back. I ain't going to just come in here and just do my show and that's it, man. But yeah. But dealing to the White, and anyway, let me finish reading what he wrote down there, though. Let me catch him up a little bit. Yeah, D-Lo, we was talking about this whole cage match shit. This steel cage that Shannon Briggs and all them supposed to be getting in, Mike Tyson, maybe Holyfield and Hay and all them, Klitschko. They got a lot of names that they mentioning, and that's why you see that comment from Gil. Gil said you should be able to bring one weapon of choice in the ring. He talking about they gonna have chairs and stuff in there. I said, yeah. I said, but all this stems back from what you got to pay attention when people say stuff that, see, a lot of times a fighter will just be talking and talking and talking, but then he'll say something that's poignant and you missed it. He said all kinds of other stuff because you want this because what happened? You got that one way hearing, and you wanted to hear him say something. I want to hear who he wants to fight next. No, when Mayweather said that they was in sports entertainment, if you didn't get that, that's your damn fault, and that's what this is falling into. The sports is sports and entertainment. They just making it. They trying to entertain us, but they're messing up, and they're killing the money. And if they kill the money long enough or strong enough in this cage match thing, that we didn't really explore it, the cage match, we didn't explore it like we should, because there's more angles. And why is Tyson coming back, and why are they talking about cage matches and all this, and does this have anything to do with anything else? Is this going to lead to the people that's controlling the octagon? Are they still going to try to get back into boxing? Because right now, I'm going to tell you right now, my feelings on boxing, it is open right now. It's open. It's up for grabs. Anybody can get their hands on something in boxing and get our attention is good. And this is another thing to get your attention, then you never know what's going to happen. Anyway, let me finish reading out what D-Lo 404 said. He said, salute. He said, forget White. He said, throw him in the garbage. Yeah, throw his ass up in the garbage, man. And is he really trying to have lawsuits and stuff like that? He trying to sue the WBC and stuff like that. He thinking the people, he's such a clout chaser, it don't make sense. And the thing about him chasing clout is just, what the hell? Dude, it don't matter. They don't have enough clout for your ass, man. Clout is gone. Dylan White. Clout is already gone. You can't get none. The thing is, Dylan White, you don't know how to improve upon your brand. See, that's where you're making your mistake at. You're looking like a little girl, man. You cannot improve upon your brand if you're always chasing. If you want the spotlight for the wrong reason, I'm assuming, man, you're on that F that mode, and you can't be on the F that mode. If you've been knocked out before or something, you can't be on the F that mode. Oh, F that, man. I'm taking them to court, man. That's how I do. Huh? You're on the ignorant side. Huh? Instead of you just building your brand up. Now, maybe you could have rescued your brand if it wasn't for that 600-day shit. And if it wasn't for you being a sample-less tested fighter and things of this nature, then you could have probably saved your brand. What happened is you needed some brand help, and you didn't get the brand help, and that effed you up. Oh, I didn't get my brand help, so I'm gonna be the crazy one, just screaming out and acting like I'm about that action and something, acting like I want to fight everybody. But then we know that you didn't fight King. You don't want to fight King to the cone. What better way to build your brand up than to knock out King to the cone, and then, oh man, my brand is going to, see, my brand is kind of shaky. It's like, it's on shaky ground, right? But now the boogeyman comes around. I say, yeah, I want the boogeyman. I take the boogeyman out. I'm not saying you're going to, but look, I take the boogeyman out. Now, guess what? The shaky ground is like this now. Huh? It's going up now. It's not shaky no more. It's like, oh shit. I'm to be reckoned with. I'm to be reckoned with. That's how I do. I take out boogeymans and stuff. And I want to take out somebody else next. Now, you're back and you're capable of being a brand holder again. Or a brand, a brand developer. But people think of you as being garbage, then you can't be a brand ambassador of your own brand. You can't even be a brand ambassador of your own brand. So now you turn yourself into more or less a buffoon. You're a clown. You're a clown of your brand. And have been fighters. You're not the only clown of your brand. You got other fighters who made clowns of themselves of their own brand. Like I said, Harrison made a clown of himself of his own. That's your brand. You had the no cornballs allowed brand. That was your new brand. That was a supplement to your brand. Because we know all these brands and stuff, like the main brand is sometimes it's not even the biggest name on the package or whatever you get. Take for instance, and I'm not trying to sell these shits, so don't get me wrong like that. So you take a product like Oreo cookies. So Oreo cookies, we look at Oreo cookies, oh, that's a big brand. That's a brand. Okay, it's a big, yeah, but that's not the main brand. The main brand, which be an American or national biscuit company, that's the main brand. See? Just like a lot of people get the toothpaste. And you got all these toothpastes and stuff, right? So toothpaste. So you'll think something like Crest, oh, that's a great brand. That's a good brand. No. That's the small part of the brand. The big part of the brand would be the Procter and Gamble. That's be the bigger part of the brand. And see, we low, so we don't know all this stuff, but they sell all this stuff. A lot of these brands have been sold to other companies that want them. And they're allowed to do what they want to. That's a whole nother topic, but it's a gem drop at the same time. They do what they want to with these other companies. A lot of these companies are owned, let's say, for instance, in a southern country from here. One of the southern countries from here might own one of the brands. And see, what you see still is you'll see like the big name. You're like, oh, that's the big name. That's what it is. That's what it is. But you don't know that everything that changed. Because if you ain't reading, if you don't sit and read, because a lot of times when I'm drinking something or eating something, like I'm eating snacks or whatever, I try to see how much is, how much killer ingredients is having. I sit there and read it sometimes. Like you might get too hungry, you got to pick something up, you start reading like, okay, I got this, that. Okay, this shit is just straight up deadly right here. This shit is like cyanide. Why am I eating it? You see what I mean? Same thing with a lot of your products. Your products change companies, and you're looking at that brand, and that's it. But you don't know what's underlying it. But with old powdered donut lips, so powdered donut lips, shut your ass up. Because we don't even know if you're even backing your own brand. Because you want to throw your brand into court and everything else. And that's all deflecting, distracting, and everything else. Let me try this move. You stop being evasive and shit. Yeah, I threw legal stuff out there. Evasive. You're being evasive, man. Hiding shit, going this way and going that way, trying to act like you were, man. That's on the block. That's not even, that's worse than ghetto block type of stuff that you pulling. Yeah, because you can't get the clout. No, because you had opportunities. You had opportunities to go ahead and elevate your brand, but I don't want to elevate my brand that way. We're going to elevate it in court. Yeah, idiot. So shut your ass up. Let me see what D-Lo got. Why? D-Lo said, White know he got BCD and wants to get that bag before somebody puts him in the bed. Yeah, that's it. He knows that too. That's what I'm saying, man. All that I'm a deflect and go this way. Oh, I'm gonna go out this way. Okay, wonder if we do this. Yeah, but you're killing your brand and stuff. Your brand already dying. But then Warren is sitting here, he beefing up Dubois, and I don't know if anybody thinks that's a good look for Dubois. I mean, so we talk about this a little bit. What could help Dubois' brand? Is Warren the best mouthpiece for Dubois? Or is it just a whole different flavor? I mean, I know the answer to this, but is it just a whole different flavor between American fighters? Like, okay, let's say, for instance, and this has to come up. I'm sorry, this is not no kind of thing. I don't believe in race, but anyway. But is it like a different, the ethnicity of people there and the ethnicity of people down on this side? Like, let's say, for instance, the North America. From North America to South America. Are those things just that much different? Because it seems like the English, like not the people from England, but the English language is what boosts brands more than anything else. Is by you even using English. Just like Cinnamon Bun talking about he was born ready. But you killed your brand too in front of me, Cinnamon Bun. So it's not just white. All y'all killing your brands. Because we see now that now you got the Running Man brand. You shouldn't have the Running Man brand. Your name ain't Running Man. So what are you doing with the Running Man brand all of a sudden? You feel me? Now he got the Running Man brand. My name is Canelo Cinnamon Bun, And I was born ready, but I was also born ready to run. I'm not going to ever see past this, man. I'm telling you, I'm not going to see past him fighting Charlo. I can't. You got to fight Charlo. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, this would be a better fight now. You trying to help him out, because fans will help your ass out too. You know what I mean? Fans be helping they be helping they little coward ass fighters and whoever, their sports figures. Your fans help them out. Oh, because of this. Shut your ass up. Just stay your ass in the fan and try to figure stuff out like we do. Yeah. Yeah, you right, D-Lo. Yeah, D-Lo said that he said he need to go ahead with that Joyce fight. Yeah, go ahead and get that Joyce fight. Get that shit cracking. Yeah. And Gil finally saying something that makes sense to me too, though. I like that too, though, Gil. He should go ahead and fight Ortiz because he got to be a brand builder, man. And Warren can't speak for you. Does that sound familiar? Who else we got speaking for fighters all the time? The one with the biggest mouth that shouldn't be saying shit is Arum. Arum think he got a place to say, oh, Deontay Wilder ain't all this. I mean, really, Deontay Wilder ain't all that. He just talks bad about everybody. Shit, he kind of low-key talk about his own fighters. Yeah. Because Loma's #1, Crawford. And if you don't like that, hit the door. You keep doing what you do. Keep doing what you do. Next fight you'll have, I'm going to have your ass in the cage match too. Get to stepping. Yeah. But that's that mouthpiece. JJ versus DD. Let's get that going and see if we can get that brand going. Get that brand back up to speed, man. But White, and I never really thought that I'd really be talking about White on my show, but it's just that whole clout, he's just destroying. A lot of these fighters just destroy what they shouldn't be destroying, which don't make sense. Why are you destroying? You destroying your own self. You're destroying your brand and everything else. You're making up all kind of excuses. There's all kinds of stuff underneath the sun, man, that you're making up, man. Let's get these fights going. Stop all this. You guys got to stop. We got to get some fights going. And I usually don't really mess with the lighter weights, but then I got to mess with them though, because they throwing, keep throwing Tank's name out there. Talking about he's shooting for the 100 million now. Okay, well, you're not gonna make the 100 million unless you fight certain people, and you're gonna have to just beat people up and destroy. You're gonna have to have run backs, and you're gonna have to have trilogies. I mean, we don't mind. We want to see run backs and we want to see trilogies, but if we're gonna watch run backs and we're gonna watch trilogies, then they have to be worth us going to watch. You know what I mean? They have to be worth us watching. And so, Tank, if you're not gonna get in there with that little sausage, that little pink dwarf with the sausage arms, if you're not gonna get in there with him and have run backs, well, he probably won't run back. If you beat him, you're probably not gonna be able to get him again. And Lopez and people like that, if you're not gonna get in there and whoop them real bad, but I tell you where the money would be. Also, if you get past them or something like, I can see Haney and you going at it. Get some good fights in. We'll pay for a redo or a re-up. You know what I mean? And we'll pay for a trilogy if you guys put the work in. See, the fans is willing to pay the money. But we don't have, like I said, we don't have that face. We got Manny, but we don't have that face to follow. We don't have somebody like, yeah, I'm down with him. Yeah, let's check that out. He's a good fighter. I love boxing. He got them skills. He does this, he does that. And you guys ain't taking us on the ride that we want to go on. We always get stuck on that damn troll train. That's how we get stuck. Like, oh shit, we stuck on this damn troll train again. How we get stuck on here? Like, damn, D-Lo, how we get stuck on this train again? What's up, brother? Got dap him up here on the side of me. Come on, man. Got to keep it, what they call it. Got to keep it correct with the distance and stuff. So I got to hit him with one of these. All right, D-Lo. Yeah, whatever, brother. Yeah, I said, where we going? We don't even know. We might as well just put blinders on, because we don't know where we going. And that's the way they got it. They got it to where we don't know where the hell we going. So we need one of these fighters that's going to take us up. You see what I mean? We need one of these. We need a fighter that's going to actually, just bring us with them. Because back in the days, they had like the Alis, they had the Sugar Ray Leonards, they had everybody to take you with them. You're like, even Tyson. Before he went on that roller coaster ride where he just went crazy. You see what I mean? So it's crazy. It's crazy that we even have to get on your ride with you. But see, Dylan, like we talking about you, Dylan, ain't nobody gonna get on your roller coaster with your shit. Ain't nobody getting on that, man. You had too much shit to kill you. You are your own worst enemy. You are a brand destroyer. You're destroying your own brand. What a dummy. Yep. You a brand destroyer. Why would somebody destroy their own brand? That's like me coming in here saying F Eagles Web or something. I'm like, I am Eagles Web. That's just dumb. So like I said, we try to cover all these different angles on stuff, but it's like, well, who's the truth right now? Who's gonna take us to that next level to where we can just follow them? Because even though Manny Pacquiao is the face of boxing, Manny Pacquiao, like I said before, should not be the face of boxing. And Manny Pacquiao's face of boxing is fading off. Can you imagine if Manny Pacquiao was the face of boxing for the next 8 years? Did he still in there hanging with these so-called monsters? It wouldn't make. Then you could probably hang your hat on boxing just being basically gone. Because right now, I mean, you got to destroy Manny. You got to be the face that destroyed the face. And that's what's up there. That's the billboard. That's it right here. The face that destroyed the face. And you have your face up here. Or, you could be side by side. Because sometimes they do the billboard. They do side by side. So one here and one here. So the face that destroyed the face. Or the face up here that destroyed the face. Something like that. The face that destroyed the face of boxing. And then you put some more down there and brought it and brought it into the future. But we're not going to have that with somebody like Dylan White who wants to go to court and all that. We're not going to have it with Daniel Dubois who's just going to run his mouth and ain't trying. I mean, hey, you got enough fights? Lomachenko fought for a championship right away. Get your ass up there. Start fighting some of these killers. Go up there and fight Ruiz or something. Fight Ruiz and then fight Ortiz and then you're ready. But then again, Ruiz, I can't really count Ruiz because I don't trust him anymore. Did he get the Snickers contract or something? I don't trust him. Anybody who got if you're a fighter and you big like that and you got a candy bar contract, now I can't trust your ass. All you doing, you just sitting there. Man, ain't no telling how many Snickers cakes or whatever he done ate. All that shit, you know what I'm saying? But back to the smaller fighters I was talking about, like Shakur Stevenson. Now Shakur, he want Ryan Garcia or Leo Santa Cruz, which would be good. And he looked good his last fight. I liked the way he was fighting. Only thing I didn't, like I said, I mentioned before, only thing I didn't like is that he got timed by somebody who should never time him. And that could be a problem. Because people that can time you or are expected to time your ass will time you. But styles make fights. You see what I mean? Styles make fights. So when you're in there, just make sure that you're not getting timed. And I like your body shots. You're doing good. You're going to the body. You're going upstairs. Good. All good action. But you fighting somebody that was made to order for you. and they timed you. That's not a good look. Like I said, I still give him a B. I still give him a B plus for the performance because they just bringing us into the 2020 now. We finally getting back into boxing. And then the other two fighters that had that great action going. Now I love that too. Yeah. And then speaking, since we're talking about the whole clout and we're talking about, well, we're in America, so of course most of the time we talk about American stuff, you know. Even if we might bring up Kell Brook or we might bring up somebody else from the past or something else from a whole different land. But we usually we want to try to keep it here. And my face of boxing, the one that I think that can take us there, he just doesn't have that much of a mouthpiece, but he talks boxing. And maybe he need a hype man. And that is Errol Spence. Because Errol Spence is saying he has the same attitude on this subject like we do. And he's basically just saying he don't like that the American people are supporting Tyson Fury over their own heavyweight champ. When does that happen? When does that happen? And you see what the Americans are actually doing too? They're actually killing. The American people are actually killing this whole thing when it comes to, well, not killing. They're actually helping. So they're helping. The American people are helping this narrative of Joshua versus Tyson Fury. America's helping that. They're helping that to grow, which we should never be helping something like that to grow, because you know what you did? Not only did you pay more attention to Tyson Fury, so you paid more attention to Tyson Fury. I'm not writing something that you guys need to see. I'm just writing the same thing that I'm talking about in case something happens, I go somewhere else. So paying attention to Tyson Fury, at the same time, you're losing interest and you're talking bad about Deontay Wilder. See? And then this story comes up to where Tyson Fury is supposed to fight Anthony Joshua, and you guys already talking about a redo. You're already talking about a re-up. They haven't even fought one time, but you're already talking about, oh, they got the re-up deal done. Huh? How do you have a re-up deal done? If you don't tell me that that's disrespectful, or if we headed for something, then somebody let me know. Because I'm going to look at every angle of it, man, that I can. Because if we're up for some kind of deception, then let us know, man. Because that straight up sounds like some kind of deception to me. If you're already talking about a 2-5, I know I had somebody in here the other day. It was 80. It wasn't 80. It wasn't 89. I forget exactly who it was right off top. Haven't been in here for a long time, but yeah, you know who it was. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But anyway, I went to his channel too, though. Okay, the Expert Genius. That's who it was. He thought I was riding on the Tyson Fury versus Joshua thing, but I wasn't riding on there. What I was doing, I was going to bring it up. That's why I put questions like, really? That's the thing? Y'all just going to disrespect? Y'all just disrespecting, not just disrespecting Wilder, but you saying that Pulev, I'm just going to put Pulev to sleep. And believe it or not, I'm hoping for Pulev upset. There needs to be a bunch of upsets in the heavyweight division so we can get everything cleared out. Let Deontay Wilder get in there and straighten up the business. Him and Ortiz. Two scenarios. The best scenario and then a good scenario. The second best scenario. The best scenario would be for Wilder to, for the belts to just go haywire and Wilder go collect the belts. The second best will be for Wilder to get the majority of belts, and Luis Ortiz gets his belt and go ahead and retire, as long as he becomes champ. Get him another 1 or 2 fights after he get a championship and then retire. Because that's what would be proper in the boxing, man. That's going to be proper in boxing. All this other stuff, man, that's not going to be proper in boxing. Some of this other crap. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then we back on the Triple G. Triple G versus the face of boxing. And we gotta look at how they even come up with that. And we talked about how that was gonna happen, how they come up with that crap. But anyway, we're not even gonna I'm just gonna throw it. I just threw it out there, but we talked about it before. And we got fighters that's coming back. They looking real big. Like if you seen Teofimo Lopez, he looking kind of thick. But hopefully that hopefully he gonna make the weight when they come back, because we don't need these fighters getting their tank on. Because these fighters get their tank on, it's over with. Everybody know getting your tank on means just eating. Just eating and eating and eating. Getting all big, getting up to light heavyweight and your ass fighting at 135. Get your ass out of here. You're a light heavyweight. You're a light heavyweight that fights at 135. That's all that is. There ain't no weight. What it really is, and I try to break it down, but people don't understand. But it's not really the weight either. It's just your makeup, man. Some people is tough, and some small guy. They always say a good big guy beat a good small guy. That's not necessarily true. Some small guys are just rough as hell. They'll fight your ass, and you be sitting there, and now you're all out of strength, and it doesn't work. And see, there's a limit to that too, though. If you think about it, when they talk about the small guy and the big guy. Because a lot of times the small guy is fighting the big guy. Guess what? So the big guy starts to run out of steam. And we're talking about, let's say, for instance, you took two fighters, two combatants. One's 215 and one's 275. Now, 275, you look like he's going to smash him. They're both good. But what happens is, because of that, all that muscle that the big guy got, the 275, he starts getting depleted from the oxygen and everything else. The muscle starts to get fatigued up. Now 215 really got a big advantage, right? But usually when they're talking about that, they're talking about somebody after a certain size. And that's actually a good subject that we never really talked about. What size actually slows you down as an athlete? How big do you have to be before you actually slow down and don't have stamina? Because remember, Kokrak King is in that 270 range, 280, 290. And he seems to still have energy during fights. It's mostly because of his holding and cheating tactics and stuff. But what size does an athlete have to actually be before everything starts to diminish, like all his energy and stuff? And that's not our topic or nothing like that, but I'm saying that would be like a good discussion, because I never hear anybody really talk about that, because is it all genetic or is some physical? Is it some physical makeup that you came up with, or is it all just genetic and stuff? But that's what it is. Yeah. I was just looking through some articles and stuff too, because they talk about the dangers of Mike Tyson fighting Holyfield again. Well, there's a lot of dangers for Holyfield and Mike Tyson. Headbutts, ear bites, all that. It's just a lot of stuff that can happen, man. But we want to get back to our boxing. And that's what we really want, I left this open for you guys, but then I put a question, I always put a question mark, then I always end up talking. But I kind of left this as open discussion, because it's like a lot of different, a lot of little small stuff that's coming up, a lot of different distractions with the Dylan Whites. This distractions period in boxing, because we just don't know what's going to go on. We're supposed to have new faces, like Daniel Dubois is supposed to be a new face. Well, let's put it together, man. Let's get your brand going and get your ass out there and show us what you can do. Earl Spence is still keeping the same energy out of all the fighters. Manny Pacquiao is the face of boxing right now. But we need to get that, we need to get somebody else to step up and see what they can do, man, so we can get this going as far as this boxing and stuff. But boxing right now is just open, and boxing is just everywhere, man. But y'all know what it is, man. Yeah, we're going to shorten it a little bit today. I don't know the last time I did an hour show. But we just do this time right here. I got things I got to go do today, so I wanted to make sure I got out. I still didn't really get out, you know. I should have probably still been gone. But anyway, y'all know what it is, man. Support the Eagle, man. My shout out to all the real people that I see. My shout out to all y'all that mess with me.